Hi, I'm Canadian artist Roxanne Jervis, and I'm doing this painting for some very special friends of my daughter. What I've done on this canvas is I've taken a very, very pale coat of olive green and white and just totally covered the canvas because the canvas needed to just have that extra filler in it. I'm going to let it dry because I did it in oil, so I'll be back shortly. What I did this with was my scrub brush, and basically you just go over the canvas and fill all the canvas spots with it, and make sure you do the corners and the edges. And I really like to make sure I get paint in the corners on all sides. That way, as I go along later on, what will happen is the paint going around the side won't need to be smudged and whatever, because there's already a coat of paint on the edges. This is a gallery, or what they call a gallery or profile canvas, so it's quite a bit thicker than the normal canvases that you get. Now I'm going to start with the background like I did with my backlit woods. That's a video you can look at. This time I'm painting with olive green, titanium white, and cadmium yellow light. When you need to, you can pick up a brush to spread the paint. Because the sky is the furthest away, the paint should be the thinnest. I've taken some time to get the edges of this canvas done because I should have started with the sky and I was so eager to get in with the background. So you can see I have put the paint here. Double check that you've got a good amount of paint in there where the crease is, and then all down the side. Now I'm ready to continue, but first I'm going to clean my brush. Now I'm going to pick up some Sap Green just to give it more of a summer luminescence. Adding a little bit of burnt sienna with the Sap Green. I am painting the bottom of the canvas with a green and white yellow combination, just to have the similar colors that will be on the front of the canvas when it's finished. And I don't do the whole thing up and down. I try to take different areas with different colors so that it's not just a solid mass. I now put the white on top for all the birch trees, and I know there's some changes I have to make, especially these two trees right here. They're like a picket fence. But what I'm doing while the paint is wet, I put a little bit of Cad Red medium on my blade, and I'm cutting in just a few bits of underbrush. It's always nice to put a bit of red in the foreground because it just brings that part closer and pushes the rest back. So I will be changing this. I'll put a branch off here. I'll show you what I've done after I get it done. I just have to decide what I'm going to do. What I decided was to take the tree out totally, which is something you can do with oil because it's still wet, so you take the blade and scrape it. Now I'm going to have to rebuild the whole background to match what's there, but that's the better thing to do in this instance. I've rebuilt the background after much struggling, but it just goes to show you that even though you think you know what you're doing, it doesn't always work out, but that's okay because it's something that you learn when you're doing it. So the background has been rebuilt. I'm going to do a little more work on these trees, but not until tomorrow, so see you tomorrow.